Yo, what's up, guys? This is a significant upgrade from what we had yesterday. Okay, so I got some feedback that that video yesterday was helpful for comping. So now we are I'm going to show you how to find a buyer using just Zillow. Super easy. Okay, so you're going to go to Zillow and you're going to type in your property. Let's just go Jacksonville, Florida here. That's where I'm from. Duval. Okay. Anyways, let's say you've got a property. Let's go. Let's go over here. Random spot. Okay. I don't even know. Okay. Let's say you've got this property under contract or whatever. This one. Let's say you've got this one. 4-bed, 2-bath, needs some work. Let's actually go like this so that we completely restart everything. Okay. So let's say you're trying to find a buyer for this property. 4-bed, 2-bath. You want something that's relatively the same, just because buyers around that area are going to like it. So who is your best buyer? Your best buyer is somebody who does a lot of flips and is next to the property you're buying. So you're going to go like this. Same thing as yesterday. Click, click, click. And you can actually go 3 clicks instead of 4. Now you're going to go to sold. And you're going to go prices high to low. Boom. Okay. Now we're going to look what looks like it was remodeled. Maybe this one. Let us see. No, it was not. Okay, so what you're looking for is a remodeled property, okay? This one looks like it might have been. Okay, perfect. So this one was remodeled. You can tell, nice floors, relatively newer countertops, looks clean, looks like they painted the cabinets. Decent remodeled job. Okay, and it's a 3-2. Ours was a 4-2, I believe. So this is gonna be easy. So what you do is you click into this, okay? Then you're gonna go down, scroll, 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 boom. You're gonna look at this, back on market because previous buyer couldn't secure financing. Beautifully updated. See this? Top to bottom. Step into this gorgeous LPV flooring, AC 2025, water heater 25, roof 2016, by the St. John's Town Center. Boom. Okay. Christopher T. Snow. So this is what you would do is if you were looking for a buyer in this area, you find the property that's been remodeled, and you can tell because of the pictures. Then you're going to go down, make sure it says remodeled, new AC, whatever, top to bottom remodel. Perfect. Then you're going to call listed by. You're going to call this guy either Christopher Snow or Christopher Bennett, okay? And you're going to say, hey, I saw that this property on Sherry Lane was remodeled. I actually have a property under contract I'm looking to assign right down the street. Would the flipper of this property be open to looking at another project? And most likely they're going to say yes. And also most likely this agent is the flipper. A lot of the times the agent is actually the flipper for this property. So to double check that it was flipped, you're going to go down and look at the price history. You can do this easily. So look, this was obviously flipped. And this looks like a good paying buyer too, because it doesn't look like he bought it too deeply. Now, it could have not needed that much work, and it doesn't seem like he put too much work into it. But you can tell this is flipped because look, it was sold 2-20-2025 for 205, okay? And then 2 months later, it was listed for 329. Boom. So that means it was flipped, right? Somebody bought it for a lower price, sold it for higher, and it was remodeled based on the pictures. That is a flip right there. That's a buyer. There's no reason to be overcomplicating all this stuff. Just like yesterday, what we talked about is there's no reason to be overcomplicating everything. So many people will pull a buyer's list and call buyers, which works. Don't get me wrong. But your highest paying buyer is literally sitting right in front of you, right here. I mean, look at this. This is a wonderful buyer. Literally bought it for 305, sold for 329. If we do quick maths on that, let's see what percent he bought it at. And this does not include repairs, which if you put on a new roof and new AC, that's minimum 20K. So let's do 329, boom, 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 Boom. 62%. So honestly, he was probably buying at like 70% minus repairs. If you put like 30K, 75%. But it's still worth sending it over, you know? And here's the thing is you need to also understand that this buyer probably is not going to want the property. I mean, realistically, it's going to be harder to sell it than just calling up a buyer unless you have a crazy deal. So what you can do is you can go back, look through, find another one. This one was not remodeled. This one was built 2018. That doesn't count. Go down. So here's a good example is that this one, it is nicely staged. So this is kind of what you're looking for here is that I think this one was flipped. Because if you look here, newer fridge. Look, it's still got the sticker on for this not the cabinets, the oven, whatever that's called. Yeah, new cabinets. So this one was also flipped. 285. Like I said, if we go down, you're going to go to the old description, upgraded bathroom. So seems like it could have been a flip. And call this person. Let's see here. Sold 204, listed to 208. Yep. So this seems to be a flip. Looks like it was a 6-month turnaround. So boom. I mean, there you go. There's another buyer. Like this is how easy it is to find a buyer. It's so simple. People overcomplicate everything. Now, you have to have good numbers to be able to do this. You can even like scroll down, look around the place, stay within like a 3-mile radius, I would say. But oh my gosh, you can tell this one's gonna be flipped. I'm willing to like bet money on it. Yep, see how it's like staged like this? See how it's staged like this? Like it doesn't look like somebody would actually like live here. There's no TV on the wall. See that? It's just chairs pointing at each other. Like it's 2025. There's no way that somebody's living here without a TV. Could have also just been staged, but so like for ones like this that are tricky to see if it's flipped, go down to the sold history and let's see it. Look, sold 7/20/24. This is a flip. So you're looking for under like a 6-month turnaround. Some flippers take longer, but you're looking for under a 6-month turnaround. And look at this, 145 to 285. Let's find another one. I mean, it's super simple. Look, another flipped property. So another thing, I know I just said the TV trick. There's actually fake TVs that flippers will put up on the wall. And this isn't a TV. It's just like a taped down piece of plastic. It doesn't actually work. And you can tell you don't see any wires or anything. So, but let's look at the price history again. Sold 175, listed for sale 285. There's another buyer. So this is how easy it is. And if you want a bird dog for people, you can even just go on Zillow, literally type in your market, and look at this. Let me show you this. If you guys want to bird dog for somebody, which bird dogging basically means you choose one buyer and bring them deals. Look, if you want a bird dog for somebody, you literally just go here. You're going to put in price, max, let's just do 400. Then you're going to put in here renovated. And you're going to enter. And look at this. Boom. Buyer. There's a buyer. Let's see. Boom. Here's another buyer. This one was flipped. Boom. Here's another buyer. Maybe that one wasn't flipped. Tough to tell. Boom. 100% flipped. Built 1980. Look at how nice that looks. If you go through the pictures, it's flipped. Boom. See? Look at this staging. Like nobody's actually going to put a table there if you live there. So you're looking for staging that also looks like nobody's actually going to live there, you know? Like it's just decoration. Anyways, buyer. Okay, let's keep going. Find another. Boom. Another flip. Buyer. So this is what I'm saying is if you guys want to bird dog for somebody, you can literally just go in and literally type in renovated, do what I said, up to 400K because the medium house price is like 350, so I just went 400. You don't want to pull like $1 million houses. And you're literally finding buyers in your city in 2 seconds. And you just, if you have a deal, you just call them up and you say, hey, I've got a deal. If you don't have a deal and you're new, I guarantee you one of these buyers is going to like allow you to bird dog for them and bring them deals. Here's another one. Literally scroll down 2 feet. Look at this. Okay, yeah, see what I'm talking about? Like this TV, that is not a that's not a TV. But anyways, so this is what I'm saying. If you want a bird dog for somebody and you want a buyer to bird dog for, you literally just type in your you can't see me pointing. Type in your city, up to 400K if you're in like a decent city, and just put in renovated. Sold in the last 6 months. You can even go 12 months if you want to. So this is what I'm saying is it's like so incredibly easy to find people to bird dog for. The problem with most wholesalers and why they can't find a buyer is because you have a bad deal. Simple as that. You have a bad deal. If you can't find a buyer, you have a bad deal. That's it. Go back, renegotiate, or find a buyer from one of these people, and tell them what number would you need to be at. It's usually 70 to 75% minus repairs. And just call the buyers. Build your buyers list. It's so incredibly easy. So if you guys got any value from this, then like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.